Hey y'all, got a video for buddy Ed. He's working on got a 440 project, and this is our, I believe it's pronounced Lyle hone. This is actually a Blue Point, but it would have been made by Lyle. I think it goes up to 6 inches. Here's how they work. You kind of got your quick adjustment on top, bring it out to your bore. And then here's how you tighten it. That's actually making the stones go out. It's on a helix, that's how that works. Pretty cool design. And I first got hooked on this for a farmer I worked for when I was in high school. I mean, we're going back like 30 plus years. And that's one of the jobs I got to do. We'd hone an old engine out about 10 over, and we'd put the same pistons back in it, assuming the pistons weren't cracked, and we'd put 10 over rings on them. I don't know how many engines we did like that. And normally the way you use it, you'll have stones on opposite sides, then you have these wipers. They're kind of a felt wiper you put here. The last job I did with, we actually to speed the process up, we've got stones everywhere. We had a Ford 361 engine in a truck that the wrist pin had worked its way out. The keeper came loose and the pin gouged into the side of the cylinder wall. We bored one hole in that block 30 over, and we did it in the truck. I just did an end-frame overhaul in the truck. We just bored the one hole over and put a 30 over in it, and rerung the rest of it. Bought one piston. Truck's still running today. So, and there wasn't no issues in balance. You know, that's kind of, guy gets to worrying about that stuff, but you can't. There's no vibration, you know, because that 130 over piston. But man, I've had this thing. I bought this. I was probably 20 years old when I bought it. And that's just because it's the same identical hone as the one the farmer had that I worked for. And they come with a U-joint right here, and I put a U-joint on top because most of the time what I do, I'll run it with a magnetic drill press on top of the block. And that just gives you a little extra give there if you're not perfectly lined up. Lets the hone run truer. And let's see, get down here to the micrometers, and there's your bore gauge. That's pretty handy when you're doing that. It's not any more accurate. This is something else you can use. These little I'll call it a T gauge. And what they do, they just snap out. You put it in your bore, and then it's got a little, lock here on the end. You just tighten that down, and you use your mic to measure it with. This is just as accurate as that bore gauge. It's just slower. And these are a lot more cost effective, I would think. I don't remember what I paid for them. Can't remember what I paid for that bore gauge either. But I mean, I've had this stuff. Yeah, I was probably 18 or 19 years old when I bought that. They're just invaluable tools to have. And I'm not a machinist, but we get into a few machine jobs. We got depth mic right here. That was actually a gift from the farmer that I worked for when I graduated high school. He knew I was kind of interested in that stuff, and that was a graduation present that farmer gave me. And I believe he gave me these mics too. So that was a pretty awesome gift from an awesome guy. I learned so much from him. Can't say enough good words about him. think he paid me, I think $3.75 an hour, and looking back on it, I should have been paying him money for all the education I got that helped us out later in life. But just wanted to run that past, and I don't know what all this stuff would cost today. These wouldn't be that bad. I think I got most of this stuff from MSC. I believe they're still around. But just something to think about. Because if you got them, you're going to use them. That's just like any other tool. This hone may sit here for a year, and we won't use it. But then all of a sudden, when we need it, we need it. You know, it's been a good tool. But, yeah, don't give up on that 440 yet, Ed. We're hanging in there with you. We'll wrap at you later, guys. See ya.